So today I have these ATC cards. I mentioned in the last video that I had joined a challenge with Jennifer Wilkin Pinnock, and it's an ATC swap on Instagram. So here's her name. And she's very nice. Today she sent out a notice that she was working on her ATC cards. She had them finished, and the first however many people to respond, I don't know, like 17 people to respond, just DM your address and she would send you a card. You know, we could swap. And I just thought, well, I'm sure it's full, and I'm in. So I'll be getting one of her cards and she'll be getting one of mine. And also she's going to do an additional like 35 if you're interested in swapping with the creator of it. And she is an artist. I believe that is her career. You can just, you know, DM her and she'll let you know. She's very nice. I mean, most artists are really, really nice and social. So this is the card I chose to do. I chose a Brutus Monroe stamp set. Let me grab the stamp set. The stamps are kind of all over the place, but these are the stamps. The Shine. This is retired. This is an old stamp set that I just had never used. Here's a couple more of the stamps. And I chose this Shine from ATC, and it's a stamp and cut. I've never used it, had it for years. I don't think it has, oh, there's a Facebook page. There's, let me make sure I'm in the screen. There's the website and the Facebook and the phone number, but I don't see a name on it. Spellbinders. Did I get this from Spellbinders? I have no idea. Seems reasonable that I would have gotten this from Spellbinders. And I think it was during one of their sales. They used to do those year-end sales. I don't know if they still do them. I never get notifications. Anyways, let's see how many I have. So this is the stamp I'm going to use on the back. I got that from scrapbook.com. This was the stamp I used on the front. I'll move that out of the way. These are the stamps that I used for the light bulbs. I just kind of alternated them. So this was the first one I made. And I used some Tim Holtz stamps in the background. I used this 49 and Market black repositionable fabric tape. And I think I bought this from a Cherry on Top. But you can get it anywhere. I think they keep that stocked at most places. I initially bought it because I thought I would use it for bookbinding. I just never get around to doing that. So these are what I've created, and I alternated them. All the backs look different, or all the backgrounds look different because I used, what did I use? Watercolor paper and kind of a stencil with some oil paint on the back. This one is the only one so far that is a single light bulb. I used gesso and then a piece of sheetrock tape, which is lying around here somewhere because I don't think I tossed it. It may have just, like when I walked by, kind of flown off. I used these two colors for the bulbs, the Dylusions Lemon Zest and Pure Sunshine. And then, you know, I always go around with my paint dabber for stuff. But these are all the ones that I've come up with. And then I have a few more to make. And see, I put a little fabric tape right there on that one. This one was not, some of them turned out darker than others. So if it turned out dark, I put a little gesso in there. And you can, let's see, this one you can see the imprint better of the sheetrock tape. It's like a grid sheetrock tape. I can't believe it's not lying up here. But that's what I've got going. And I thought I would stamp out a stamp and cut it out and then just kind of assemble it and show you how easy these are to make. So get out your stamp platform if you have one. I'm using this VersaFine ink, and flip it upside down, get the most you can with your piece of paper. So my plan is to cut up a few of these and send them to, like, send the other artists some of these, because I don't feel like I don't feel like this is a really mass-produced stamp. I bought this years and years and years ago, kind of at the beginning of my figuring out how to stamp journey. And all I had was archival ink from Ranger and a stamp block. And I remember these things did not work with that. So, look how many I've got. So I can cut these out, I can share them. I'll do some more just because I've got them all lined up, and then I'll be back with my next step. All right, so I'm gonna get out my Dilutions ink. I'm not using any water or anything. I'm not doing anything special. I am, however, going to cut these apart just so I don't have any, you know, any mistakes with that. I'm gonna get a little piece of paper just so I can move freely. So, this one is Pure Sunshine. Get this. I do not care how it lands on there. I just kind of place it on there. That's it. And you're like, what? That doesn't look right, but it'll look cool. This one's almost empty. It will look cool. And sometimes the ink will bleed on you. So I'm not real sure why. I want a little bit more there. And there's that. That's it. That's that. We're gonna let it dry for a second and cut it out. Okay, so they're cut out. And you know, I have a piece of scrap. Save that, because that's plenty enough room to get a couple more of these, you know, stamped out. And this is just made out of 110-pound cardstock. I'm just going to out because I thought, here, I'll show you. I thought they popped better if they were outlined. I just thought they popped better if they were outlined. So that's what we will do. And this is really just meant to be, you know, a simple. These are very uneven, but that's the look I'm going for. I'm going for, you know, arty, funky, carefree kind of design. It doesn't have to be perfect, like, you know, paper crafting, card making. Oh, I do love my cards to be perfect, and my boxes and that kind of stuff. But it doesn't have to be. It's all in whoever is creating it. There. I would say probably the most important thing about an ATC card is that you put it on 110-pound cardstock or more. You know, like this is on watercolor paper because I know I was going to be getting it wet, just so it's sturdy. And then some people collect them. I've always been interested in them. Some people collect them and they put them in baseball card sleeves. And you know what? I'm not even going to worry that that edge is a little squared off. We are just going to get the marker the right way and keep going. See, you can't tell. The way everything's kind of haphazardly cut, then you can't tell it matches. All right, so just a little marker. And I think I'm going to do this one here. And like some of them, I have had the shine on it, but they don't have to say anything. I'm going to make this one without the shine. Where I did shine here. Where's that other one? And here. This little guy is big enough that he really, he's shining on his own. He doesn't need a little square. And I don't know how many I'm going to give away. Like, I don't know. On that note, if any of you guys want to trade, just message me on Instagram. You can message me on YouTube as well, but I will probably only have a few left over, so I will trade as many as I have. And some people are adding more to the trade. I'm just, unless somebody mentions it, I'm going to add a few little stamped images prop to some of them, and then going to just leave it as is, you know, just going to trade the card. So just no pressure. I've seen some people agree to, because it's in the comments, agree to trade and then you give your address privately, but they've said like, I can't trade for 2 months, you know, stuff like that. They probably kind of know each other and are like, oh yeah, that's cool, you know. So I had a lot of fun making these backgrounds, and I will get out my sheetrock tape and show you guys here while this is drying. And I've just been using my Barely Arts glue. Oh, and this is I've been using the actual stamp. Here, I've been using the actual stamp, the cord. How cool is that? I think I used this one stamp on something one time, and I've just been doing like that. So see how fun and free and easy these are? And the backgrounds can be anything. They can be collage, they can be paint, they can be blank, depending on what you're doing. Depending on whatever your design is. And I would not worry, is someone going to be disappointed? Because it's basically like a calling card or a business card. So it's just whatever design you would pick. It doesn't involve their taste. Unless you know someone in particular and think, oh yeah, she'd like this one the best. That's all. I'm going to get a little glue right down on here. And then I'm going to show you guys what the sheetrock tape looks like that I used. I do not know where it went. I said that, and then I picked up my stamp set, and here it is. So this little piece of sheetrock tape comes on a big roll, and while it was damp, all I did was this. Done. Just like that, done. And you can't even see the gesso on it. I wiped it off with a baby wipe. So you can just use it over and over again. And I think I just got the sheetrock tape at the home improvement store. So yeah, so that's it. Gotta get this stuck in. And then I'll do one of these. And then I'm planning on doing a Valentine one. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just send 2. That would be cute, right? So I'm going to do a Valentine one. And I'm going to use the Miss Kate paper pad that I just got. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, this is it. That's it, guys. Ta-da, done. Get this. This gets black paint all over me. And I'm gonna, you know what? Put this little piece of paper down for it to dry. And if you do, like if you're gonna do stamps, like how I did all 3 at once, see now I'm set to go. Like that. So it was just, you could knock them out. I think isn't it Tim Holtz that always says do things in an assembly line? Well, that's about as big of an assembly line as I do, because I don't tend to do multiple items. This one I actually used some Dina Wakley collage papers on, and that's the collage paper right there and right there. I put that in those corners. So each one can be different, but they're all done in a series. And this, like, see this 5? That's one of Tim Holtz vintage number stamps. All it is numbers on that stamp set. And if you see something, I don't know if you can decipher through these cards, but if you see something that you like, just leave it in the comments. I'll tell you what I used. But like I said, I don't know if the Brutus Monroe stamp set is available anymore. See, I get that on my hands. And then that would transfer on to others. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish this up. So this one I decided to put shine on. So I just thought I'd show you guys how simple it is to add something. I'll trim it up, like I'm hand trimming these. I'm not doing them on the guillotine. So I could put it down. You just kind of find the spot that looks cool right there. It could look cool there. Just trim it up a little bit. And yes, things will not be perfectly straight, but these aren't cut perfectly straight, so it all matches. Just don't worry about stuff like that. Just have fun. It's cute like that. It's cute like that. I think I like it right down here at the bottom. So that's where I'm gonna do it. And should I darken it? Yes, I'm gonna darken it. Some I did, some I didn't. And this shine print looks kind of like a little marquee, like marquee letters. That's why I thought, oh, that's just perfect. That was kind of meant to be. And I think one of them I put color on, but like I don't know if I mentioned in this, when you do these, you give it a title, you do your artist name, your info, whatever info, however you want to be contacted, the date, and then number like 1 of 10, 2 of 10, that kind of thing. So cute. So glad I bought that. You don't have to have a stamp to do it. And since I've never done this before, I'm hoping it's okay to do it just on the back. Like, I am not going to create, like, cut it and put a clean back on it, because I think that would make it too thick. So cute. I mean, how cool are these? Put it up. No, I like it a little further down. The beauty of glue, and if it gets smudged, no big deal, right? It's okay, it's part of it. And then I'll go around it with my dabber, and I'll be back to do Valentine. Okay, so I couldn't stand it. I had to stamp the artist trading card. When you usually use a stamp platform, you can get your magnets on it. These are cut precisely. So I just thought, well, if this is an epic fail, I may have to back them. I've, gotten on here as good as I can, and I used my VersaFine. We shall see what happens. I gotta say, that's not bad. That's not bad, but now I know. Let's see. Let's see. Can I go back in here? I don't know. Right there. I do not know how close I'm lined up, but it's better than a blank spot, right? But I put it right in the corner, so in case I had a fail, it would be able to get fixed. Huh, that's not really working that well. Wonder why. A little more on there. Fingers crossed. What? It's right in the center. So maybe if I press it from this direction, that will get it. That got it! Yay! Whew. Whew. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of a process. Oh, so next time I do artist trading cards, I will go ahead and stamp them out, then cut them out. But live and learn. So if you give yourself a little room and you can, put these on the edges, then you can just trim up your artist trading card. Nice to know. Sometimes it helps with a visual. So I'm going to make another one. I'm going to use whichever is my straightest edge on here. And I'm picking out the Valentine paper now. Okay, so I chose this paper. And I had to flip it on this side, so I could not see what I was cutting on this side. But I did cut this side, since I knew these are a little offset, and I knew these were all centered, and these might not be so centered. And plus I have that paper and this paper, and then that could be the card, but I think that would be hard to decorate. That's cute, boy. The hearts are cute. All right, so I'm going to put this on the back of here and be back. And since this one has a bigger nozzle, I'm going to use this because I've got that tiny nozzle on. And I need to start using my other glue, and I've used this Sizzix glue before. It's good. No problem with that. So I just measured it 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And I think as far as these go, you can have them, I'm going to fit mine to the card, but I think you can have them come off a little bit, just, you know, whatever you want. So I'll let that dry for a minute, weight it down, and be back. Okay, so we're just trying here. I have got my tape out, my washi tape, and my washi tape doesn't really stick very well to projects. So if I wind up not liking it, I can, oh, that's not long enough. I can pull it off and not, you know, not be worried. There. So I want to give like a little base, and this is just like a tiny little extra to go with it. I feel like people probably do that. Oh, I wish I had a blue one. Wouldn't that be cool? I keep my washi tape like in a mason jar. There's purple. And then I have a bag. I might have a blue one, but we are not going to waste a bunch of time. Oh, I got this XOXO. That's kind of cute. And then I was thinking about these little cuties. That is cute. I wonder, I don't think these will fit. Let's see. They might fit. They're cute. That's cute. I like this one. I'm going to use that one. I'll put these guys back. Oh my gosh, their little feet. Their little hands. Okay. So I'll glue these down and then be back. Okay, these are all glued down. I will trim them off. And I think it's going to take a little practice for me to get the back of these cards centered. But I think it's okay. I mean, it's cute off-centered. It's fine. I love that. The artist and the info and the title. Didn't that turn out cute? That turned out cute. All right. So I'm using these perfect together. I bet these need to be glued so they don't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm going to put a little glue on them. I don't want them falling off. Oh, I should have backed them with some heavier cards. So that's fine. It's just a sweet little something. I don't know that anybody would really save this, but it's cute. And then it'll give them a little Valentine for their office, their desk, whichever. Their little feet are so tiny. I want to get their feet right on there. Okay. Well, that is cute. Now, I wonder if I should border it. Border the top with red. I really like this red on here. Yeah, I like that. I'll do that. Okay, I'm going to put these little cherries down here on the bottom. This is just to show you that you don't have to get out paints and gel presses and make your own paper. You can absolutely use what you have and use what you love. You can rip paper, just really do whatever. Oh, I kind of like this blue heart. So I just want to make sure these stay on. You know, sometimes stickers will move on you sometimes. I feel like I need one more little something. Oh, this is cute. Oh, that's adorable. So I have made an ATC card and an ATC Valentine, and you guys got to see just how simple it is and how similar it is from what we all do already anyways. So I'm gonna line that, I think, in some red ink just to finish it off. I have this red marker right here. I'm just gonna make sure it's the color I want. Yeah. And just finish off the edge so you don't see any white from the front. And there, it looks completely finished off. There. Well, how cute is that? For a little extra to add with my ATC trade. And I will try to make these for everyone, but I might run out of steam. But that's really cute. I'd like to receive that. Thanks for watching, guys. And I hope you decide to check out her channel on Instagram. I feel like she'll be posting what she's sending out and maybe what she's receiving. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.